Hello, friends of UMN around the world. We're making this video today to thank you all so much for your continued support to our hospitals and our coronavirus pandemic appeal. We've managed to raise more than 10 million rupees so far toward keeping our doctors and nurses at work in the face of this oncoming pandemic. And today I'm on the phone with Dr. Rachel Karrach, our hospital director in Tansen, who's going to be sharing with us some of the situation the hospital is facing right now, and give a sense of how these resources are going to be used that we're raising through the appeal. Rachel, thank you so much for joining this call.
Thank you.
Rachel, first of all, could you fill us in on how the hospital is preparing for the coronavirus?
Yes, we've been very busy since the lockdown started, really just getting ready for preparing an isolation area within the hospital where we can isolate patients, which has been a bit of a challenge because we have a very packed compound. We started a fever clinic where we can direct patients who may have a fever and a cough away from our general outpatient area, and we started that clinic. We've been trying to get together as many sets of personal protective equipment as we can. Where we can purchase it, we've done that. Where we can't, we've made some homemade PPE. Our workshop have been making face shields, and we've acquired a lot of plastic to make plastic aprons as well. And our nurse educators have been working extremely hard. We're blessed to have Esther Kim from Korea here, and she has a PhD in infection control, and she's been working with our Nepali nurse educator to teach all the staff how to put PPE on properly and how to take it off safely, which is almost more important, and advising us on how to do isolation well. We've also been busy being part of some of the district's coronavirus preparations as well.
Brilliant. So it goes without saying, Rachel, that unlike the rest of UMN's team and so many others around the world right now, you and the hospital team are definitely not working from home.
No, we're definitely not working from home. We have to come into the hospital each day. Most of us live either on the hospital compound or a 10-minute walk away. We have been still seeing patients because emergencies still happen, and admin has probably been busier than the clinical departments in making preparations at the moment.
Rachel, I remember a few weeks ago you sounding the alarm about the impact that the drop in patients coming to the hospital was likely to have on your revenue, which we've also seen for our hospital in Okaldunga and hospitals across Nepal. Can you tell us what is it like in Tansen Hospital right now for people who aren't coming for coronavirus?
It's very, very quiet. On an average day this time of year, we would see over 500, maybe almost as many as 600 outpatients. At the moment, we're seeing 100 to 200 outpatients, so that's a great drop in numbers. We're also about 50%, just under 50% bed occupancy, whereas normally at this time of year, we're always over 80%, but we can get to 100% quite easily once the hot season hits. So that means that actually our patient numbers have decreased greatly.
And so, Rachel, what are your concerns for the future if these low patient numbers that you've just described continue?
Well, obviously that's very concerning because our day-to-day running costs, things like paying our staff's salary, paying our electricity and water bills, that almost completely comes from patient revenue, from the fees that patients pay or that the government insurance scheme pays us. So if our patients are down by that percentage, then obviously our monthly income is down by that percentage too, which is going to be very difficult to sustain long term.
Well, Rachel, thank you for sharing this with us. We're going to continue to try to raise the resources that will fill this gap and will allow the hospital to continue to be ready to respond to the coronavirus pandemic. Thank you so much for joining us to share about that today.
Thank you.
And I just want to say to everyone who's viewing this video, thank you again so much for your prayer for us, for your support of all kinds. Please do continue to share this appeal. Please do continue to keep us in your prayers. And if you are going to donate, please go to the UMN website. If, like Rachel by birth or myself by marriage, you're a UK citizen, please do download a gift aid form to make the most of your donation. Together with you and with your support, we're going to face this pandemic and continue to protect the people of Palpa and Okhaldunga in the hospital's catchment areas. God bless you and thank you so much.